Hey guys! Welcome to Couple. Please like and subscribe if you like this video. After the other villagers had drifted away to do chores, Rafael Pequeno finally found himself alone with the headman and opened the hardcover notebook on his lap. The men were sitting in a palm-thatched hut perched on stilts on the edge of a branch of the Orinoco River. It had been 2 years since Mr. Pequeno, a nurse, had visited this poor indigenous village in the remote Orinoco Delta region of eastern Venezuela. His notebook contained a registry of patients who had been part of an HIV treatment program that, like the rest of the nation's public health system, had fallen apart. Mr. Pequeno took a roll call of the infected. Armando Beria, he said, reading from the top of the list. Still here, replied the headman, Ramon Quinton. Ebilio Quinino, the nurse continued. Still here. Mario Navarro. Dead. Wilmer Medina. Dead. Of the 15 villagers who had been part of the treatment program, 5 had died of AIDS, the disease caused by HIV. In all, more than 40 residents of this village had died of AIDS or AIDS-like symptoms in the past several years in a settlement of only about 200. I'm very worried, Mr. Pequeno said quietly. He looked stunned. It's wiping out this community. In recent years, amid profound shortages of medicine coupled with widespread ignorance, HIV has spread rapidly throughout the Orinoco Delta and is believed to have killed hundreds of the Warao indigenous people who live in settlements like Yobirutagueo along the serpentine channels winding through this swampy, forested landscape. Even under the best of circumstances, it might be difficult to control the disease's spread in such an isolated and deprived area. But the government has ignored the issue, medical specialists and Warao community leaders say, leaving the population to face a profound existential threat alone. Already, deaths and the flight of survivors have gutted at least one village. Dr. Jacobus Deward, an expert in infectious diseases at the Central University of Venezuela, who has worked and traveled among the Warao for years, said that nothing less than the future of the ancient culture was at stake. If there's no intervention, it's going to affect the existence of the Warao, he warned. A part of the population is going to disappear. The epidemic plaguing the Warao is a crisis within a crisis, a dramatic example of how Venezuela is failing to grapple with a resurgent AIDS emergency even as the annual number of new HIV infections and AIDS-related deaths around the world continues to decline. Under President Hugo Chavez, Venezuela's HIV/AIDS prevention and treatment program was world-class and the country seemed to have the disease under control.